That wasn't a sash? Gang. What? Did I miss the sash? What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Berm, and today we are hitting the VGC Regulation F ranked ladder with this Solar Power Quick Claw Charizard team. Before we begin, if you wouldn't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, helping this video reach more people, helping the channel grow, I sure would appreciate that. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is typically when I stream a battle against the chat. Just be there at 7 p.m. sharp. There will be instructions in the chat on how to enter. Gotta be one of the first 12 or else you will not get a spot. Let's talk about this team really quickly. I think Charizard obviously is like one of Game Freak's favorite children, if not the favorite child, maybe even more than Pikachu. They always give it new forms and stuff. I'm actually shocked that there hasn't been like a unique Tera form for Charizard yet, but it hasn't really seen itself shaping any meta in any way. And that's usually true of Charizard, right? It gets cool stuff, but it doesn't necessarily make it meta defining. Gigantamax Charizard was pretty cool. But a way that I thought we could try and circumvent that is by using Quick Claw. I think one of the biggest issues with Charizard is that obviously it's not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, and it is open to a lot of weaknesses, which means that its speed is incredibly important, and base 100 is not the greatest. Lots of speed creep, especially here in Regulation F. Couple DLCs later, 100 speed ain't that great anymore, but Quick Claw obviously means that you will act first randomly when Quick Claw is active, and we have other ways of also helping Charizard move first. And with Solar Power, with Sun active, Charizard hits for a lot of damage. So we got the Sleep Powder on the Venusaur, we got the Hypnosis on the Ninetales, we got the Thunder Wave on the Sableye, we got the Electro Web on the Raging Bolt. All of these things are things that you can use to make Charizard move before your opponent, or the Sleep Powder and the Hypnosis are more just make your opponent not move at all. And we have a Sun team in general happening here, not like a strictly traditional Sun team. Obviously Venusaur gets faster in the Sun, Raging Bolt gets stronger in the Sun, Ninetales sets the Sun, and Sableye can also set the Sun, but this Sableye is kind of fun because it also gets gravity. This is a light gravity team as well, a couple of inaccurate moves that will become accurate once you click gravity, those moves being Heat Wave, Hurricane, Sleep Powder, Hypnosis, Overheat, Electroweb, Draco Meteor, like lots of stuff that like has decent accuracy, but could use that little bit of like, okay, now I can be sure that it's going to hit. So there are little moments like that where you might click gravity. I don't know if I'll actually click it today. It's not the whole strat. We got Encore to make opponents regret clicking Protect. And we also have a fun little tech on the Ninetales, which is Memento. And that's kind of cool because with a Focus Sash Ninetales, you can come out on the field, take a move, but still know that you're going to get the Memento off because you have the Focus Sash intact. And then once Ninetales is gone, you get a free switch, no damage into your Charizard, into your Raging Bolt, into your Corviknight, into your Venusaur, where you can have a full health Pokemon that's then either to immediately start dealing out damage, or get a Sleep Powder off, or get a Iron Defense off, or start hitting things with Electroweb. Like lots of different possibilities there, and I'm excited to see if we end up clicking Memento today as well. That's the team. I hope we use it to some amount of success today for you all. Rental code PokePaste, full team breakdown, always in the description, as well as right here on screen. And without any further ado, let's hop into some battles here, shall we? All right, we are going up against Yomar, something, who also has a Sun team, which is kind of cool. Though the difference is they are looking far more Trick Roomy. Not necessarily though, because they do have the Walking Wake and they do have the, yeah, Toxtricity is like right in the middle there. My guess is against my team, they will try to Trick Room. But that means that my best way of stopping the Trick Room is going to be to Sleep Powder something. Or Hypnosis something. Let's be clear. I feel like I don't need to bring Ninetales to do that. So let's go with Sableye here, and I think I might just lead with Venusaur. We're gonna bring Charizard in the back. It actually isn't an awful Charizard matchup in general, just for the fact that we do avoid getting hit by like Headlong Rush, which is kind of cool. And then I think, ooh, you know, this last Pokemon's kind of tough. I'd love the Body Press for the Ursaluna. Yeah, I actually think it is. I think it's Corviknight, even though obviously Corviknight doesn't like the Torkoal or the Toxtricity. It eats things from. It should eat things from, like Dragon moves from Walking Wake, and the Ursaluna really can't touch it, which is pretty fantastic. Just got to be careful about the Toxtricity, I think. Ooh, they got the cowboy hat on. I almost started wearing... Maybe I'll start wearing the cowboy hat. I thought the cowboy hat was kind of funny. They included that in the Indigo disc. All right, so are we going to see a Trick Room here? I think it's pretty possible. I'm just going to pop down the gravity, and we can Sleep Powder our friend Oranguru here. They're going to Tera into a normal type. We might get like a Boom Burst Instruct happening here because they do have the telepathy on the... Actually, I have an Oranguru team that I'm cooking up for my next video. Kind of does something similar. Actually, it's got a lot of the same Pokemon as my opponent's team, I'm realizing. But no spoilers. You'll see. You'll see. I might keep it a secret for the stream. It should be that this is only one Boom Burst now, though, and it's not going to hit Sableye at all. We'll see how much it does to Venusaur. Quite a bit. We did see that Venusaur just naturally outsped Toxtricity, though, which is pretty cool. Okay. I'm going to click Sunny Day, just so we can get it off. We can now... also Sleep Powder, Toxtricity. They're going to Protect, and they're going to regret that. We're going to Encore that next turn. Got to be super careful using this Sableye. The comments are going to happen. Like, you're going to get the comments. I feel like I've been doing this long enough now that I know when people are going to comment certain things. People are going to comment, why is there no attacking move on your Sableye? Yeah, it's a risk. You know what else doesn't run attacking moves? The monkey sitting over there. Who was that? Avery. Who was that kid that won regional? And they were like, "You got anything to say about your team, Avery?" He was like, "Oranguru can't deal any damage." You don't need to deal damage to be an effective Pokemon. Okay, kids. I'm thinking we can just. I want to hurt the. I don't want this thing to get a Trick Room off on me if I can help it. They swap hard into the Cresselia. That's a really good Pokemon. I don't think I can one-shot Cresselia in any way that stops Trick Room from going up. I have to Sleep Powder it. A little bit of chip damage. But they get the Trick Room right there. That's okay. I think I might try to Encore the Trick Room right there. We can Sleep Powder Cresselia. This is becoming more of a, see if they have the Mental Herb here. They do. Interesting. Mental Herb's usually there just for taunt. But, yeah, that's a pretty good move there for my opponent. Moonblast into the Sableye isn't awesome either. But Mental Herb also does stop. It does stop Encore from being able to do anything. I'm realizing that actually Iron Defense isn't what I need to be doing here. So I think I'm just going to start attacking into the... Actually, you know what? Body Press into that Toxtricity now. It's kind of nice. Do I need to Iron Defense in order to do that? I'm especially defensive in my stat investment. We're going to swap Sableye out into Charizard here. Even though I think our sun's about to go away, right? And we got 2 more turns. I'll Iron Defense once. There's still a chance that the Ursaluna's back there. My guess is that it's not, though. We're going to take this Moonblast much better with Charizard than we would have with Sableye. We're going to hope for no special attack drops. Just another Moonblast. Okay. That one was a crit. We're going to take a little bit of chip there from that. Okay. I think Charizard just protects for one turn. I don't want to get hit by a Psychic or anything crazy. We can Body Press into the Oranguru. I don't think there's a way that I can stop Trick Room from going up again, unfortunately. I'd love to know what the last Pokemon is. Ooh, I Body Press into that spot. Give me the Toxtricity. Ursaluna? Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, this is great. I was hoping I would find out what that Pokemon was before Toxtricity could come out and threaten me with an electric move. Because if I can deal with this, lots of damage. Did we just lose? We just lost Sun, right? Yeah, and Trick Room's up for one more turn. I can go back into Sableye here. I'll Body Press the Ursaluna. I kind of need Charizard to deal with Cresselia. I'm a little nervous about how I'm going to deal with that thing, especially if it has the Rocky Helmet. Was I in the middle of a thought? I'm trying to think. I feel like I was in the middle of a thought and then I got sidetracked. Look at that. We undersped the Ursaluna too. That's weird. Thanks, Trick Room. Commandutan. I'm actually a little hesitant to click Sunny Day. No, let's do it. I'm a little hesitant because I don't want Charizard to have to just be taking solar power chip, but we do have the Quick Claw, which means that we might move first under Trick Room. So I think it is worth it. And I will just Body Press into the Oranguru. The Oranguru does not have Mental Herb anymore, so I can Encore it into Trick Room if it does want to stick around at that point. Moonblast into Sableye will live one. Yep. And the Instruct will come out, and that will finish off. That'll finish off Sableye, but they did not set Trick Room, meaning we get Charizard in with Sun, which is kind of exactly what I wanted. Let's see how much we can do here. This is Charizard's time to shine here, pal. We'll click a Heat Wave. And I think I just Iron Head into the Cresselia spot for a little bit more damage. I don't see any reason to Body Press into it or anything like that. They're going to protect. I bet the Cresselia is now going for the Trick Room. How much can you do for me, Charizard? Not as much as I was hoping. My guess is that that is especially defensive Cresselia. But yeah, certainly not as much as I was hoping. We still haven't seen Trick Room on the Cresselia itself, so now I Heat Wave here. I'm going to Body Press into this position. We also didn't see a Rocky Helmet on the Cresselia, though, so that's something. Oh, that was a Helping Hand into the Oranguru. That's weird. What were they cooking? Here comes Toxtricity. I can protect for one turn with Charizard, and I can go into a Dragon type now. I'll be weak to Moonblast is the thing. I could also go Ground type with Charizard. But then I think Corviknight might just die. I think I like the Dragon type on Corviknight better. We protect for one turn with Charizard, and we go Dragon, Tera, Body Press into the Toxtricity. Oh, and we got the Quick Claw. I don't think that mattered. Oh, no, it doesn't matter because we protected. Never mind. It wouldn't have mattered because we were going to outspeed here. In my mind, I'd love to have the Charizard be able to, like, solo hit the Cresselia with a Heat Wave or something. That is a wrinkle in the plan here. But they just Lunar Blessing. I don't know that, guys, I don't know that they have. I don't know that they have Trick Room on the Cresselia. Why wouldn't you have clicked it by now? One more turn of Harsh Sunlight. Let's do it. We won't even die to Harsh Sunlight. That's kind of sick. We'll Body Press that spot in case the Heat Wave doesn't kill. Let's hit the Heat Waves too, by the way. We missed Cresselia a minute ago, and I think we'd be closer to killing it now if we did hit it. We missed it on the turn that we killed the Oranguru. Quick Claw activates. A little peace of mind. Where you would have outspit anyway, though. Just dropped the Toxtricity. Okay, so that is especially defensive Cresselia. I think we can agree. And they Moonblast into Corviknight, but Corviknight is so specially bulky in its spread that it... Oh, man. It's so specially bulky in its spread that it takes that like nothing. And then also because they dropped my special attack with the Moonblast, it actually dropped their special attack thanks to Mirror Armor. Okay. Now we just Heat Wave. Now we just Iron Head. I think that's it. We get the Quick Claw. Look at Charizard. Quick Claw Charizard, absolutely. I forgot that Quick Claw activates before a cancellation even. Just to rub salt in the wound. Yeah, I like obviously how that worked out. I think that like the Sableye being a manual Sunsetter was kind of important there because we were able to do it twice. Really prolong Charizard's ability to live, and then I like that I sort of identified Charizard as my way of dealing actual damage to the Cresselia, so I needed to preserve it, and so we did, and then that worked out. I think I was lucky with the fact that they were not clicking Trick Room with their Cresselia, and I think what's interesting about that is I think once they saw that my Corviknight was underspeeding their Ursaluna, they realized that clicking Trick Room would just make Corviknight the fastest thing on the field, right? And Charizard was obviously active popping Quick Claws, so how much was Trick Room really going to get them? And I think they maybe knew that their Toxtricity would just get one shot by a Body Press, so by setting Trick Room, Corviknight could just move first and crush that thing with a Body Press, and maybe that's why they weren't clicking it. I feel maybe like Trick Room could have helped them a lot, but now that I'm kind of mathing it out, maybe it actually would have been better for me. I don't hate that I kind of had it on both sides, you know. Really good game. Interesting team. Really good game. Good game to my opponent. All right, Kenny's got another Trick Room team, another Sun team, with kind of a dual mode here. There's fast Pokemon over there, but they also have the size spam, which obviously scares Venusaur. Everything besides the Torkoal Corviknight, again, I think is really nice here. Could be really nice. Part of me just wants to, like, lead Charizard, to be honest with you. I think we could just go Charizard and Sableye, right? Because I can T-Wave the Hisui and Lilligant if that's how they want to lead. We'll bring the Corviknight there, and I think after some Psychic Terrain, maybe in the late game, Raging Bolt could be really nice. For the fact that I could Thunderclap anything regardless of if Trick Room's up or not. Yeah, if Trick Room's up or not. But I gotta wait until Psychic Terrain is gone. So if we see an Indeedee, let's squish it. Okay. All right. They said we'll do both. Now, they could swap into Sun pretty easily. And they have the Psychic Terrain, so I can't exactly... I'm just going to click Heat Wave. We might get, like, Sleep Powdered. But I'm also going to swap Hard into Raging Bolt. Sableye can't do anything here in the Psychic Terrain. I could set Sun, but I'm just so sure that they're going to swap the Indeedee out into Torkoal here. Make themselves faster and click a Sleep Powder into Charizard. Oh. Are they going to set the Trick Room here with Lilligant on the field? Just a little bit into the Indeedee. They're just going to Dazzling Gleam. So they didn't really know what they were going to do here either. Okay. Well, now I have 2 threats on the field. I can sort of just Heat Wave here and click... I might just Draco into this spot. I said I wanted to squish the Indeedee if I see it. Oh, can they after you Trick Room or something? They can! That's so cool. And bad. Bad for me. We're going to squish the Indeedee here. If we hit the Heat Wave, we'll also kill the Indeedee. Yep, cool. Dropping the Lilligant all the way to 1. I'm assuming that's a Sash. That wasn't a Sash. Gang. What? Heat Wave doesn't one-shot the Lilligant. It literally sat there on... Did I miss the Sash? This is so interesting. Wow, did you see what just happened there too, by the way? That was awesome for me. So basically, because I used Draco Meteor, it dropped my special attack on that turn, meaning that now my best stat is my special defense, and so the Sun coming in boosted Raging Bolt's special defense there. This Raging Bolt is built in 252 into special defense because the Sun makes your special attack is still the highest thing that the Raging Bolt has. Oh shoot! I should probably click moves when I'm battling. So the special defense is pretty high. It's still not near the special attack. The special attack is what is getting boosted. But so interesting that special, and I want special defense right now. It's very, very cool. Raging Bolt can sort of stall some stuff if I need it to, but I also, now that I know that the Indeedee's gone and that they're locked into whatever these last two Pokemon are, I think that Thunderclap is massively important. And so, like, I can swap Charizard out right now into... Yeah, into Corviknight. If they go for, like, a Heat Wave here, I doubt they will. But if they do, so be it. I doubt they will. Because I resist both of them. But, you know, sun's up. Maybe you just click it. I'd click a Heat Wave into Torkoal. They're going to Tera Fire on the Gallade. That's interesting. I'm wondering what this Gallade's going to do, too. I bet this thing can set Trick Room as well. Protect on the Torkoal. This is your time, my friend. You got to use it. They just attempt to Psycho Cut into Raging Bolt. Okay. Well, as much as I love the special defense boost given to me, they only have 2 more turns of Trick Room left, which means that it's Raging Bolt's time to dip. I could Dragon Tera here to help Corviknight live a fire move. I don't hate that, actually, because I don't think I need to use it anywhere else. I'll just Body Press into the Gallade, and we're going to swap Hard into my Dark type to take a potential Psycho Cut here. But we're also going to reset my -2 in special attack. That's the important thing. Let's get Dragon Corviknight going. It's been cool that we've run into Sun twice, though, because... ooh, gosh, Eruption. Just destroying Sableye there. Okay. Because it means that Sableye can come and sort of do different stuff. When you need Sun, sometimes it can be hard to justify bringing... It can be hard to justify bringing the manual setter because you need to have Ninetales there to sort of activate the team more naturally. I think I'll attempt a Roost here. With Raging Bolt and one more turn of Trick Room, I'm kind of feeling like, do I just Electro Web into the... Or no, sorry, not Electro Web. Do I just Thunderclap into the Gallade? I'm going to go for it. That's great. That's some decent damage. They're going to seek Sacred Sword into Corviknight, which gives me a little bit of a... Yeah, a little bit extra there on the... the Rocky Helmet chip. Sorry, guys. I'm so tired. I have a puppy. I don't know if I keep saying that or not, but every single moment of my life, I'm working with 2 brain cells at the moment. I'm just so tired and focused on her. It's why, yeah. It's why, you know, sometimes I'm not in premieres. It's why, you know, lately, just lots of jumbled mess of a brain at the moment. Okay, we can Scorching Sands into the Torkoal now, and they just protected with Torkoal. I think I can Thunderclap you. Even if you Trick Room, I can Thunderclap you on the next turn. I don't think that it's really that big of a deal. They try the double protect on the Torkoal. They're not going to get it. But they're also not going to attack, so they're probably setting Trick Room there. That is some good damage. I'll take it. And there's the Trick Room. Sunlight's going to fade, unfortunately. We got one move off with the solar power there. But it's totally fine now, because now we do have just this... I'm going to double protect here. We do have the... they're in range of Thunderclaps in both occasions. This is working out exactly how I wanted it to at Team Preview, where I was just like, Raging Bolt doesn't work in Psychic Terrain as well as I want it to. However, if we eliminate the Psychic Terrain user, stall it out, Raging Bolt's really great in the end game. It's exactly what we're getting. They attempt the Heat Wave with the Torkoal. What's Gallade doing? Gallade wants a Psycho Cut Charizard. Alright. Well, to me, the answer is clear. We simply Scorching Sands you, and we Thunderclap you. Battle was canceled. That's funny that they, like... They kept it going for one turn there in Draco, but once I double protected, they were like, you know what? I should have canceled last turn. Because there's nothing different about what would have happened there. If they thought they could have done it on the last turn, conceivably they thought they could have still won. On this turn, nothing changed. But they were like, no. I thought about it for 5 more seconds, and I realized, no, this is over. I respect that. Again, can't be mad about how the game plan worked out there. I think I'm pretty happy with it, and I'm really glad that Charizard's seen some play. And it's also, like, not for nothing, like, it's defensively coming in handy. Which is not something Charizard really gets to say for itself all that much. Chin up, Charizard. I'm so tired. Good game to my opponent. All right. This is not a weather team at all, which is kind of refreshing. It means that I want to bring Ninetales here. But it is, again, Trick Room. Potentially, but not definitely. I like Corviknight a lot in this game. Corviknight resists, like... Again, it completely walls the Ursaluna. It resists E-Speeds. It resists Bleak Winds. It resists Ice Beams. Horn Leeches. I like Corviknight a lot in this game, so it's definitely showing up. I like Venusaur too. Let's maybe lead with these two, and we'll bring these two in the back. I could totally see a moment here where we click Memento and then just get we just get Corviknight in for free. Just can't Memento into the competitive Milotic. Gotta be on top of that. All right. Sorry, sending a text. Okay. Cool. Well, they can follow me. You can't Rage Powder a Grass type, but you can follow me a Grass type. I've made that mistake before. You can't one-shot Ninetales, though. I could Protect for one turn with Ninetales. While I attempt to Sludge Bomb the... I want to break the potential multiscale. It's probably not multiscale, right? But I don't think Venusaur is the target here. They're going to attempt to cudgel Ninetales. And the Dragonite did not E-Speed. What's it going for? A Heat Wave. Ew! Unfortunately, that's a pretty good way of dealing with Corviknight. Yeah, I'd say. Let's Memento off of the Dragonite. And I think I'll now just protect Venusaur for a turn. The benefit, actually, is that I could go Dragon Tera on the Corviknight, and that would make me resist water moves, too. That would be an okay short-term plan. Definitely didn't think the Ninetales was moving first there, to be honest with you. They did just Cudgel, though. And there's an Ice Beam. Okay. I think there's a chance Charizard might be the fastest thing on the field right now. There's a not zero chance of that. Let's go Charizard, actually. I'm going to Heat Wave for one turn and Sludge Bomb into the... Yeah, I think so. Actually, I could Heat Wave here and Sleep Powder into the Dragonite. I think they're going to want to Ivy Cudgel Charizard here. And we might be able to get the sleep on the Dragonite, which also helps Corviknight. They just Spiky Shield. That's perfect. Good stuff. And now they're in a situation where they have a 1 sleep turn Dragonite at -2. You know. Is this the first time Charizard's been on the ground in this game? Like he's just standing there. What's up with that? You alright, dude? We could Sludge Bomb into you now. I'd actually kind of, like, it wouldn't be awful if they Terra'd their Ogerpon. Be bad for this turn. But I could Sleep Powder them then. Crazy strong Heat Wave there from Charizard. Look at that damage, man. I can't say I'm mad at that. We get another Sleep Turn on the Dragonite, too. That's phenomenal. They're like a special Dragonite set, which is cool. Dragonite can totally run special sets, but it's definitely advantageous for me here because E-Speed would be so much better for them. And there's a P2. Okay. Gonna boost their attack there. I'm gonna keep Heat Waving while I have the Sun, if you don't mind. We can just Sleep Powder the P2 so they can't reverse it on me. Come on. It's a tough choice, right? Quick Claw activates. Not that it mattered. Half healthing a P2, that's not nothing. Look how big this particular Venusaur and how small this particular Charizard are, though. This might actually be like what the Pokedex entries are, because I know the Venusaur is the tallest, and Charizard's supposed to be like 5 foot or something. There goes the sunlight. That's gone for the rest of the game, unfortunately, but I think we've done what we need to do here. Oh, and it's the Ursaluna as our final friend. Yeah, we just Heat Wave now. I can actually just Giga Drain the Ursaluna. Do I do that? No, I think the smarter thing is actually just to double into the Porygon. They need to wake up and click Trick Room. But I know that I have the Corviknight in the back, which full walls the Ursaluna, so I shouldn't worry about... I really shouldn't worry about... Ooh, wow, Heat Wave did a lot less without Solar Power and Sun Up. You can see it almost like doubles its damage output. They stay sleeping, though, so that's cool. That's really all that mattered there. We can now go for the far more accurate Scorching Sands to finish off the P2. And we can now Giga Drain the already statused Ursaluna. Battle was canceled. I don't think that the Memento was like a game-changing play there, but it was definitely really helpful. It just allowed me to get in a Pokemon that now I didn't really totally have to worry about how much damage Charizard was going to take from either Pokemon there. You know, I don't know what the other moves were on the Dragonite, but I felt confident that I could live one hit from either of them. And it does just give you a little bit more wiggle room. And not being on the field, Ninetales did so much more than it was with, you know, in the position that it was in. I'd say the only thing was just that, like, I didn't really need my Focus Sash on that turn, but it does come into handy when you're up against Pokemon that are faster than Ninetales, I promise you. Glad we got to see it, though. Good game to my opponent. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. 3 wins in 3 games. Never a bad thing. I don't run Weather a ton, to be honest with you, but I really enjoyed using it this time. I think that Ninetales is super underrated as a Sun Setter, Charizard is super underrated as a Sun Sweeper, and you wouldn't think Corviknight would fit onto a Sun team. It's definitely seen more on Rain teams if you're going to do that, but it just has so much nice type synergy in a way that all the things that, you know, besides like electric moves, like Corviknight really does help cover for a lot of the... You know, the Fairy weakness on the Raging Bolt and the flying weakness on Venusaur. Like, there are little things where it's like, oh, Corviknight, because your opponent needs to bring certain things to deal with Sun, all of a sudden doesn't have a thing for Corviknight itself, which I think was really good. And the Quick Claw is just so much fun. I think that it really honestly helps Charizard a ton for the fact that you can click moves and really be like, I might move first here. In a really tight situation, Quick Claw is like an item that's really great to have. It's not consistent. It's not something that you're probably going to want to bring to tournament because it isn't consistent, but really fun in the best of 1 ranked ladder. That's for sure. Thanks again for clicking on this video in the first place. Hopefully you enjoyed. Rental code PokePays, full team breakdown in the description, all that good stuff. Leave a comment, hit the buttons on your way out, and that's all I got for you. Until next time, my name is Berm. See you later.